We have been warned again that we might run short of electricity this summer. You know, when it's hot and we all like to use our air conditioners, that's when we see peak demand, always have, and we might run short. What a great electricity grid our governments have delivered with their renewables push, one that might not provide power when we most need it. But have a look at what the market operator says as they warn about the power shortages over the summer. This year's summer forecast is for hot and dry El Nino conditions, increasing the risk of bushfires and extreme heat, it says, sounding more like a weather forecast. It goes on, which could see electricity demand reach a 1 in 10 year high across the eastern states and in Western Australia. All right, so see what they're doing there? They're trying to blame the high demand on the weather, on climate change more likely, which of course is a deflection. Don't blame them for stuffing up the electricity grid. Blame the weather, which, you know, might be caused by climate change. We've always had hot summers, some hotter than others, of course. When we get heat waves, demand for electricity peaks, and that has long been the case. That's why they are supposed to design an electricity grid that can cope with the hot days and the peak demand. But instead, they've been more interested in their United Nations emissions reductions goals and their renewable energy push. And it's not giving us enough reliable power. What a mess. Now, the other thing the renewables push is doing is, of course, is creating strife for communities and farmers in regional areas that don't want solar farms or wind turbines or transmission towers.
We have to make sure farmers are consulted. We have to make sure that the infrastructure is in the right spot. Cutting across farmland when it could potentially be done along roadsides with the combination of private and public land.
Yeah, more on how farmers are coping with the renewable energy push later in the program.